Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So this is a spot you might recognize, but I found something really cool that I want to show you. And I don't think it's from Northeast Washington. I think it's from Montana, and I don't think it came in on the Missoula floods. Right here, I have Katie. Katie did, and her lovely dog Kava, and her husband Jim.
Lovely husband.
And Sarah's here, and we are in the Colville National Forest. We are looking at this cave that kind of is at the base of a mine. There is super high quality serpentine here. Wouldn't say it's gem quality, but just high quality. You can also get some asbestos. You can get pyrite, and there's a bunch of interesting mineralization. And we're gonna poke around. I'm gonna show her what it's like to rockhound in Northeast Washington. It's a lot of fun.
We're excited.
It's a lot of fun. You excited? Sure, why not? Why not? So this is it. Wow. Yeah. Very cool.
So cool.
These big boulders down here, they came down, I think, 3 or 4 years ago.
Holy cow.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, and well, we can just kind of poke around here, and you can see, like this right here, that's all serpentine. This
that's beautiful.
This whole thing, all of that green over there, that's all serpentine.
Oh my gosh, there's a whole mountain.
Yeah, so especially right up here, all of those kind of big rocks that came down are serpentine. Very cool stuff. Very cool. Yeah. So up here on this wall right here, that's where you can find pyrite. And some of that fibrous white stuff, that's asbestos, natural asbestos.
And so the serpentine has asbestos in it?
Yes. I don't know. Let's see what this is here. I'm not exactly sure what that is.
It could be some of the asbestos.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting mineral, and it doesn't always have that fibrous texture to it. But you also have to think we have a lot of other stuff going on here. We have a lot of magnesium. We have a lot of brucite. The mineralization here. There's a lot going on, and well, it's a cool place to come and poke around.
Oh yeah, it's just so beautiful. If it has the fibrous stuff, then it has the asbestos in it, but some of it doesn't.
Yeah, so a lot of it's just on the outside. Like you can see that it's just this really like small little coating. And hey, buddy, it's also not that bad. So there's a big difference between your natural asbestos and what would be in like your floor and your roofing materials. Sure. So generally, it's a totally fine thing to handle. Yeah, in its natural mineral state.
You probably don't want to like cut and polish it.
I have. It's it's like everything else. I mean, there's all kinds of toxic minerals out there and rocks, and
this is that brucite you were talking about.
Yes, I'm pretty sure what you have there is brucite. That looks more like it's magnesium.
Really?
I like those. Those are very well defined pyrite. Oh man, I love this place. It's so cool to come down here every year. These tunnels, they connect in around here. And you can just kind of see that's all serpentine. Whole thing. Massive boulders of it came down. That's probably 6 feet from there to there. So some really big stuff. And we can kind of get up in there. I've actually never been up there, but it's a super cool spot. I would love to, well, get some ropes. So if you don't watch Katie Did's channel, I'll put a link down below in the description box. But I thought this would be a pretty cool place to take her because, well, it's kind of underground, but not underground. Like, there's no worry of buildup of gases and all of those issues that you get when you start going into mines. But it's still really cool to be able to see, well, interesting rocks, mineralization, and well, just the history of it. Like, you just think of the people that worked this, because we have a combination of things going on here of natural erosion, and just a natural process of cave creation, and them mining or doing prospecting for additional magnesium. Very cool stuff. Very cool. You see the scale of it.
That's just not okay. GoPro, stop recording.
I can't believe Katie just dumped out my beer.
Was this your beer?
No, it wasn't my beer.
No drinking while on the job, Jared.
So yeah, when it comes to what to pick up out in a place like this, things like this will be really good, where you don't have a whole bunch of fractures running through it, and it's pretty pure. You get a lot of material slabbing up something like this. That's another good piece. Basically, all of these boulders in here are pretty good, and you pretty much have the sky above you, which that's also really nice for hammering and splitting the stuff. Lots of little pieces. Kind of some of the fractured up pieces will give you a clue as to what it's going to look like on the inside. So I'm going to show you probably my favorite rockhounding tool that I don't get to use that often, but when I get to use it, I love it. And it's out right there. So this is a garden cart, the gorilla one. You can see it's had some hard times, but it's so nice for moving material with the big squishy tires. But there is an event coming up, and well, I need some material to trade. So kind of stocking up on some really nice pieces of serpentine. It should be good. I mean, there's stuff's just everywhere. Like, it's kind of fractured up, but still, I mean, kind of cool. Oh, hey, those are some nice pyrite cubes. And you were just picking them out of the scree, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's really good. Yeah, I like that. I think Jim should surface pick for pyrite for a minute. Take a break. You can just pick up the pyrite over here.
There's pyrite over on the screen. Some of them are more like the rusted out kind.
So I think some of the pyrite here has converted to lemonite, which that's the pseudomorph of pyrite. Man, this place, I always love it. Look at that. I think that'll come back because that'll fit in a saw real nice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a photo in right here of the serpentine that I've gotten from here in the past that I've cut and polished so that you can just kind of see how cool some of this material can look. It's a great material come Christmas. You have a nice, abundant, beautiful green rock that I can use for a number of different projects. So this is kind of fun. Somebody clearly left some of their finds right here. It's really nice, big pyrite cubes. These are probably some of the better ones that I've seen here. And well, somebody already picked it and left it on top of a boulder.
This one actually has a little bit of crystallization on the top.
Oh, that's really good.
And on the sides too. So
Okay, so I think we've gotten a lot of stuff. Yeah, my stuff's in the wagon. Their stuff's gonna make it into the wagon. But I really am always curious to frame us out here. I might actually edit that. I'm very curious what your opinion is of like the kind of like the future of rock hounding, right? Like what do you think? I mean, are more people getting into this? Is it staying the same?
I actually think the future is very, very bright, but I think it's also going to be very different. I think that the old guard is old at this point, and they're kind of fading away, and it almost seems like there was sort of a gap, between the 70s and 80s, and then but COVID and everybody having nothing to do for an entire year, really kind of made people say, well, what can I do that's free and fun? And, you know, and I think that, I think YouTube has had an impact on that as well. There's a lot of really great YouTube channels, including currently Rockhounding. Do be sure and just subscribe if you haven't.
Look at that shirt.
And the other thing I'm seeing is more women in rockhounding, which I think is really great. And actually, I think that women have been in rockhounding before. They just haven't like put a name to it. They just like rocks, and it's kind of becoming more comfortable for them to be able to just say, yeah, you know, I love going and hunting rocks. It's a really fun thing to do. So I think more power to us.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly agree with like everything you just said there. I think the
that's
age,
good because I don't want to argue.
I think that the age bracket it's getting lower. You know, like the number of people that I see that are interested in it that are like 50 and below is a growing population. Because I mean, I think for a long time there was certainly the risk of rockhounding kind of going away almost. You know, like you can't maintain a hobby when everybody's 85. It's just it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You have to have new people coming in and being interested in it. And I think the growth of kind of rockhounding in social media has played a big role in that. Just kind of making it more
accessible.
More accessible, more approachable. Like, you know, maybe I can see how people would be intimidated, maybe coming to a place like this for the first time. But you know, the videos kind of take that edge off. I think.
Right. And it's a great way to get information. Yeah. I've had a lot of people contact me and say, hey, you know, I'm new at this, but your videos are showing me what to look for, and I know what I'm doing because I've been watching you guys do it. And you know, it used to be you'd go to a rock club and they'd show you their stuff and you talk about it and things, but it's just a new way of interacting with the community. So
how many agates are left on the Yellowstone River?
I took them all. There's none left.
There's none left.
Don't come. Actually,
you've gotten a couple though. I've watched you pick up like between one and more agates.
Interestingly, the hang on, can you just cut this off? I got to turn this off.
Yeah.
GoPro, turn off. Thank you, sir. Sorry about that.
No, that's all good.
I was just talking about that with someone the other day. Oh no, it was on my video. It's like I'm talking to people when I do the video. It's like, hey, did you know this thing? There is 150 miles long that the agates occur in, and it spreads out like 30 miles on each side of the river, and it's called the Flaxville Gravel, and it was created during this time when the volcanoes were all erupting all along the east side of the Yellowstone. And so not only is there 150 times 60 agate miles, but it's also 100 feet deep. So it is like there is no danger that the river is going to run out of agates anytime soon.
So is the next thing for you like a backhoe? Are you just gonna like can we like
we have a boat? That's my next thing is the boat, and Jim's the boat captain here, so he's
how many ads do we have to watch on her channel to get like a backhoe with like a long reach arm? Like what are the agates at the bottom of the 100-foot? Like, is there any quarries out there where that's actually been exposed? Is it like similar deposition the way down?
It's fully gravel. Okay. So you go to like a gravel quarry, there's agates in the gravel. And you go to the river and there's agates in the gravel. So it's not like
the cobbles don't get bigger as they get lower.
Maybe. I don't really know, but I do know that the deposition changes. So up by Billings, they're mostly kind of clear, and then they become more having dendrites and tree-like things down where I am.
Well, we were on the Yellowstone just outside of Yellowstone National Park, and Sarah found like a nice, really big, clear agate. I know that area is not necessarily known for big agates right there, like it is further east, but yeah, I mean they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah, so they're not that hard to find if you know what you're looking.
It's so much nicer not having to hold that heavy camera rig out.
You need to get one with like legs that you can just put on.
Yeah, I mean that one specifically has a counterweight at the bottom that I added, so it's like really stable.
Oh,
but it sucks to hold. Yeah, we were just talking about the Yellowstone River
and the backhoe.
Yeah, and the backhoe. Oh,
and then the layers. So yeah, the clear ones tend to be farther to the west, and then as you progress to toward Glendive, they change color slightly. So in the area that I'm in, it's mostly dendritic, although the clear ones exist. And I picked them up because I think they're pretty.
They are.
And the matcha rockhounds give me a bad time about it because it's like, those are trash.
They're all good. They're good.
I told him, I said, nothing's garbage if you love it.
I mean, the thing is, though, like places like this that don't exist elsewhere, places like the Yellowstone River, I mean, people would go crazy for the stuff that we discard.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Like the grass is always greener.
Right, right.
But yeah, I mean, I think this was good. I'm glad that you got to.
I am so happy that you gave me a chance to come and check out the Eastern Washington beautifulness.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's amazing. I didn't even know. We used to live in Spokane, and I don't think we've ever come this direction. Mm-hmm. And we were discussing how to pronounce Chewelah because Siri doesn't know how.
She does. She messes it up.
She says Chewelah.
Chewelah.
And she will not find Chewelah for you. You have to say, Siri, give me directions to Chewelah.
So yeah, so you're gonna hit up spots on the way back.
Yeah, maybe
you're
not.
You're not moving here.
Well, right. Yeah, yeah. No, we're on our way back to Colstrip, and I don't know. I mean, I think we might have so much rocks in our Jeep right now that we might not stop anymore on the way back. I think Jim's anxious to get back to his cats. But it's been great to stop here and be able to see you in person. And
yeah, it's been.
Gosh,
I
feel all official and stuff. Actually, I should go ahead and wrap up, and then I'll just do whatever. I'll get my recording thing too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's nice to get different perspectives on the hobby. There's so many different angles that you can take this thing. The other question that I had for you is, what was why YouTube, right? So here's the thing.
Why YouTube? Why?
I've thought a lot about this, and with things like Instagram or just Facebook, just having a Facebook group, what was it about this kind of more long form video format that you chose to go with? I mean, I have my own opinions on this. A spoiler: YouTube's better than everyone else. But I'm curious what your take is on that.
It was absolutely not planned.
Mm-hmm.
It actually started because my oldest son was home from his seasonal job.
He's got a good YouTube channel, by the way. You should go subscribe to him.
It's called Wanderlust Adventures, and his films are amazing.
They're great.
But he was home and really struggling because it's Colstrip. There's nothing to do, and mm-hmm. he was. It was just a hard time. And so I suggested that maybe he should start a YouTube channel. And so I just started one at the same time. And my idea initially was just to do a little of this and a little of that. And I quickly learned that YouTube doesn't respond to that very well. So liking to be successful, I decided to pick a niche. Mm-hmm. And so rocks are something I've loved my whole life. And my dad was a rock hound, and I finally got his slab saw, and I've got
you have a lot of older equipment at your house.
And it's awesome. Yeah. The older equipment is great.
It's so good.
It's so well made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I kind of just fell into a YouTube channel totally by accident. It was never anything that I intended to do anything with, but then I met all these great people like you, and I really was enjoying it, and I was loving going out. It encourages me to go out because I feel like I'm going with somebody and mm-hmm. sharing the stuff with them, and it's not just picking up rocks for myself. It's something that's more of a community endeavor, and I really like that.
I think that with YouTube specifically, it allows you to kind of have a more in-depth connection with somebody. It's more personable than your Facebook group or whatever it is.
And I think that the viewers, and the conversations that happen in the comment sections, the rockhounding comment sections for the most part are pretty civil and pretty positive and supportive. Mm-hmm. At least, I know there are times when somebody goes off the rails, but I had one lady just so outraged about my lamp video.
Mm-hmm.
How I just totally screwed it up and just had to kind of kludge it together. She's like, for the love of God, please do some research. And I was like, well, I learned better this way.
I liked it. I thought so. What she's talking about is the Makers projects.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, which was really great.
yeah, that was fun. I'm looking forward to next year's. But
Yeah,
I think we're getting a little
oh
long
yeah, blah
here,
blah blah. You,
but,
you better edit this.
You know, I think it's valuable to just be able to capture these conversations.
Yeah,
you know,
I
you
agree.
don't. It's not something you see a lot of, so you know, just thanks for coming out here,
And
hanging
thank
out.
you for showing me this awesome place.
Oh, there's hundreds of these. There's hundreds of these back here, and you know, we've just scratched the surface. So,
well, Jared,
you're always welcome to come out, and we can, man, I can have a itinerary that would.
Well, you know, it's not that far from Missoula, so
it's not.
Definitely, we'll put it on our schedule. Anyway, Jared, keep on
Awesome.
doing.
Cool, thank you. I will show you the awesome pyrite back at the shop. So here is, oh, they messed it up. Here is some of the really good pyrite that we picked up out there. And of course, you know, the pyrite is a little secondary to getting to meet Kate, her husband Jim, and the dog Kava. You know, I think it was fun. I enjoyed it. You know, I really wanted to, let's see on this one. There we go. I really wanted to get them out and into an area very, well, very different. I like this one a lot too. Little cubes sticking out. Very different than what they're used to out on the Yellowstone River. You know, to kind of have that experience of going to a place where there's not really any looking or searching involved. I mean, as you're well aware, watching our videos, we don't really go to places where much effort is required. We're really shooting fish in a barrel. So, yeah, it was great. And I look forward to hanging out with Kate again someday. So thanks for coming by, watching the video, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Thank you so much for watching my entire video. If you like the content that I'm producing here on this channel and you want to support the content even further, you can do so by becoming a channel member by hitting the join button down below. The membership comes with a growing library of exclusive videos and just great other extra content. So just follow the links down below and I will see you on the next video.